Welcome back to the MechaZone Ideas channel. In today's video, we are talking about the top 10 most expensive LEGO collectibles ever, their names, prices, and other features. But before we start, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel and press the bell so you don't miss more videos. Well, if you've done all this, let's get started. LEGO in recent years has become somewhat of a collector's item. Those who fondly remember LEGO from their childhoods are now scouring the internet to get their hands on a set. As LEGO's popularity has risen, we have seen more and more sets released. With sets based on pop culture, from Friends Cafe Central Park and the Seinfeld set to LEGO Harry Potter and Star Wars kits, there is something for everyone. As more and more people want to get their hands on the latest LEGO set, the prices have skyrocketed. For the past 10 years, LEGO has continually released sets that have broken the most expensive barrier. Here are the 10 most expensive LEGO sets that you can buy right now. Number 1. Taj Mahal, $101.89. Originally released in 2008, the $299.99 LEGO Taj Mahal was a 5,500-plus piece of design that replicated the splendor of the world wonder with incredible detail. From the gorgeous walls to the gleaming spires, nearly every last bit of India's marble mausoleum was brought to life at a rather fair price a decade ago. Now, however, tracking down one of the original Taj Mahal sets, still sealed in its box, will set you back nearly $2,500. If that does seem like a price too high to pay, LEGO did re-release the Taj Mahal under the Creator brand with more pieces and some different coloring in 2017. You can find that one for just a few $100s, but as the second printing of a book, it's not quite the same for collectors. Number 2. Millennium Falcon, $101.79. Back in 2007, the Ultimate Collector's Series Millennium Falcon was the most expensive LEGO set ever at $499.99. A decade later, that price doesn't seem so bad. Well, maybe it's still bad because that's a lot of money. But compared to the $799.99 price tag on 2018's Millennium Falcon LEGO set, it's a major discount. Too bad you can't get the original Falcon at that $500 price point anymore. Right now, you'd have to drop about $4,000 on this set mint in box, with some reaching 5 figures in value. Number 3. Shinkai 6500 Submarine, $2,100. Before it was known as LEGO Ideas, the fan-made line of LEGO was known as Kyushu. The very first set to get 1,000 votes and be made into a retail collectible was the Shinkai 6500 Submarine. Only 10,000 of these were ever made, and they were only available in Japan at launch. When it was released in 2011, it would have cost about $40. But like many of LEGO's hard-to-find sets, this one has increased dramatically in resale value. On secondary markets, you can expect to spend at least $650 on this set, which is a 1,600% increase in just 8 years. Number 4. H.C. Andersen's Clumsy Hans, 4000020. Few sets are tougher to track down, as this limited edition is based on the H.C. Andersen children's book Clumsy Hans. Offered as a part of a special tour of LEGO's offices, the set was distributed to each person on the tour, with a unique photo of the tour group on the back of the box. According to Bricklink, 4 different tours provided this set, meaning there are 320 total copies of this personalized set available. You couldn't just buy this as a standard release, which already made it a valuable collectible in the LEGO world. But that there are so few of them has only added to the second-hand pricing. If you want to get your hands on a Clumsy Hans, you'd better pony up $2,000 to $3,000 today. Number 5. Statue of Liberty, 3450. There are few landmarks in the world as iconic as the Statue of Liberty, which is why it made perfect sense for LEGO to adapt as a building set. Released in 2000, the Green Goddess stands at nearly 3 feet tall when fully completed, provided you could tell any of the 2,800 green pieces apart from one another to complete the build. Unlike the more recent, smaller edition, this Lady Liberty doesn't come with the rest of the National Monument base and stands merely on her small pedestal. Tracking down one of these in new condition is incredibly tough and expensive. Originally offered at $199.99, the retail value is now in the $3,000 to $4,000 range for mint inbox sets. Number 6. Legoland Train 400014. There are 2 variations of this set, with one being offered to fans during a Legoland weekend event and the other being made available to employees. The weekend edition comes in a white box and had an edition size of 350, whereas this one comes in a black box and only had 80 made. The 2 sets are otherwise identical, right down to the 7 different minifigures included. The biggest difference in the sets comes at a price. While you could get the weekend edition for just under $800, getting this black box version will cost you 300% as much. Sure, that rarity might be nice, but is it $2,500 nice? For some people, it is. Number 7. Grand Carousel 10196. With 3,200 plus pieces and a functional rotating effect, operated by remote control, the Grand Carousel is a delightful piece of engineering. When it was released back in 2009, the $249.99 price tag was high, but didn't feel exorbitant given the size and actual functionality of the set. As beautiful as many of LEGO's standard static collectibles are, those that have any kind of motor function are that much cooler to build and show off. When they're also whimsical and timeless like this carousel, it only magnifies the splendor. It also magnifies the aftermarket pricing. At a minimum, you'll have to shell out $1,600 to get on this elaborate ride. Number 8. Nesquik Rabbit Film Set 4049. If you're old enough, you might remember commercials for Nesquik with that rabbit mascot. Combine these 2 elements, and you have this extremely rare Nesquik promotional set that was only made available to German, Australian, and New Zealanders that sent in barcodes from specially marked containers of the instant chocolate mix. There's no firm count of the edition size, but it was originally free, so any value it has is strictly from the set's rarity. Given that this is just 3 minifigures and a small car, you might not be expecting it to cost that much on a secondary marketplace. But this unique piece of mascot memorabilia does go for about $200 today. Number 9. Market Street 10190. When Market Street was first released in 2007, you could have brought it home for just $90. As one of the earlier modular sets aimed at the adult market, Market Street made quite an impact on the factory brand. Not only did it have more than 1,200 pieces, but it featured interchangeable floors, rotating parts, and a promise to fit in with a larger, expanding cityscape as those sets were released. While LEGO has continued to release new buildings and elements to go along with Market Street's theme over the last decade, few of those pieces have been appreciated like this one. Tracking down this set now in a complete in-box form will cost collectors anywhere from $2,500 to $3,000. Bet you wish you'd bought this 12 years ago now, don't you? Number 10. Han Solo on his Tauntaun, LLCA 53-1. A rarity among rarities. This Star Wars set was offered at Legoland, California in 2011 to select ambassadors. It comes in mini-land scale, which means it is built to look like a larger piece that might be shown off in the actual park itself, versus the more display-friendly versions offered in more standard sets at retail. Though it's tough to track down what the original price was, it doesn't matter, since you can't buy it that cheap in this day and age. If you want to get your hands on this Hoth artifact, it'll cost you upwards of $3,500, depending on the condition of the set. Given that it was only offered in a poly bag to start with, a tip-top version is tough to track down. Surely, some of these prices seem unrealistic to you, but they are true. Do you have any of these LEGO collections? So if you don't have any, maybe it's the right time to spend your savings on them. But before you start assembling your LEGO bricks, like and subscribe to our channel and turn on the notifications so you don't miss more videos like this. See you!